The day arrives carrying more than headlines. Mistral listens for the answer, forming after the headline. First, beyond the first explanation, the route through hostile water turns uncertainty into practical pressure. The first mark burns within war and iron. A strike has answered a strike across Europe. 9 killed in strikes on Kyiv, as Ukraine sinks Russian container ship. The answering blow is already gathering in silence. R is often loudest just before the calculation turns quiet. The noise has reached the surface. The deeper story moves from statement into outcome. For Europe, the warning is sharper now. The risk is whether a local labor dispute spreads into wider transport disruption. Before the week turns, the signs to watch are missile alerts, retaliation signals, and civilian risk. Second, beneath the public account, the corporate balance sheet changes the meaning of the first image. The second seal opens over money and trembling markets. Money has begun to tremble before the speech is finished across North America. Capital One says it closed Trump Organization's accounts after anti-money laundering review. Behind the trade, confidence is less certain than the screen appears. The market is not panicking. It is rehearsing panic. The public moment has passed. The next evidence will come from what bends. Across North America, the quiet part of the story now becomes the dangerous part. The numbers will look orderly until trust starts leaving. Before this month settles, watch bank liquidity, currency pressure, and credit conditions. Third, the warning siren moves the danger from possibility into practice. The third thread is pulled through earth and sky. Fire has found dry ground and impatient wind across the wider world. Greece fights fires near Athens. Smoke will travel farther than flame, carrying fear into places not yet burning. The wind will decide which plan was real and which was theater. The public account has reached its boundary. The next signal belongs to reaction. The wider world should look past the first image. The quiet part of the story now becomes the dangerous part, and evacuation lines will show who prepared and who merely hoped. Fourth, the chain of command reveals how quickly ordinary protection can weaken. The fourth prophecy gathers around war and iron. A strike has answered a strike across the Middle East. No new Iran strikes for now amid deal hopes. Trump. The answering blow is already gathering in silence. A city is hit in the night. A continent measures the morning. The visible story has reached its edge. The pressure now measures preparedness. For the Middle East, the warning is sharper now. The risk is whether a local labor dispute spreads into wider transport disruption. Before the week turns, the signs to watch are oil prices, civilian risk, and retaliation signals. Fifth, the second signal begins changing the calculation around it. The fifth warning is carried by machines, stars, and hidden mathematics. The machine age has moved another step from promise to power across the wider world. The Dartmouth workshop, the $7,500 investment that gave birth to artificial intelligence, 222. Power arrives first, control follows late. The machine has moved from promise to pressure. The public language has done its work. The pressure starts exposing weaker safeguards. The wider world should look past the first image. The surface has spoken. Now the machinery underneath begins to move, and the machine is moving faster than the rules written to contain it. The world has given 5 signals. Keep watch now for the answers. Mistral closes the eye. The warning waits to be measured by what follows.